It's a beautiful place.
All right, welcome back everyone to the Osu Catch World Cup 2023, the semifinals. My name is Quinton, I'm here with Maito, and we will be guiding you towards our last matchup of this weekend. Team United States taking on Team Philippines in the winners bracket. Sartan and I hinted about it a couple of times, and we're finally here between these two juggernauts, I would say. Maito, how are you doing, and what are your thoughts on this matchup, man?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty well. It has been a while since I've been commentating for the Catch World Cup, but very excited to be back, especially for this match. It's going to be an absolutely huge one, so of course I'm really hyped up to see how it's going and see how it's going to go, and hopefully it's going to be just as good. as the weekend, or even better, has been so far.
Yes, we've missed you on here, and yeah, as you mentioned, this weekend has been crazy. There's been a couple of upsets for sure, and I think Philippines, well, you could say they are the underdogs, but I wouldn't be surprised to see them upset the United States as well, to be fair.
That'd be a pretty momentous occasion.
Yeah, for sure. We see Team United States banning Hidden 3. Hidden 3D, high AR Hidden, taken away by Team US. And Team Philippines now get to ban and get to pick first as well.
Alrighty.
Yeah, what are your thoughts on this one, Maito? What do you think both teams are going to go for? Where do they have chances lying around on this map pool? Do you reckon it's going to be close or not?
It is kind of hard to tell. Obviously, US are hugely, they're just a really strong team in general. They don't have the most amount of weak points, you could say, really. Out of any of the teams, they're probably the most solid. I mean, they're the first seed. They've been storming through the entire tournament. They really haven't lost much so far. They have all the momentum just behind them in general, and obviously they're going to be looking to just keep on steamrolling through all the way to the finals and to the grand finals, you know, facing up against South Korea, hopefully, which is just going to be incredible.
For sure.
Really going to be excited. Philippines, obviously they've been playing really well too. They had that nice match against Chile, and obviously got some momentum from that match as well, but I don't know, I'm definitely seeing that it could possibly be lopsided more towards the US, but you never know, especially considering what's happened this weekend. Honestly, who knows anymore. My pick'ems are in shambles, and this match might just be the one to, you know, make them even more in shambles, to be honest.
For sure, for sure. We see Team Philippines taking away Hard Rock 2, so the Rockma Hard Rock gone. I think might be the most banned map this weekend because of its unconventionality, I would say. And we also see them picking Hidden 2, which is also, I mean, just plays textbook Philippines. They are, or they were, one of the best teams on Hidden in the qualifiers. But then again, you're looking at a team that has Lexi, that has Rustled. There's just some really big names in the Hidden world as well. But then again, you have Roydo, Crowley, Bunray. Those three are also very competent in something like this. So, yeah, we're starting off with a banger, definitely.
A good matchup for sure. Hopefully going to be starting this one off with a nice point.
Yeah, we're going to start off with the slowest pick of the pool, Air 8, Hidden. Always, I mean, for most teams, this is a bloodbath. I believe for these two teams, it's going to be relatively okay. But then again, a Dave map is hard, Air 8 is hard, and then Hidden Slap on top of that makes it impossible for most of us. 2 minutes 30 in length, 4.6 stars,
man.
but don't let that fool you. It's not 4.6 stars. Well, it is, but it isn't, you know.
I definitely know what you mean. The star rating, you could say, is, at the very least, very deceiving.
Definitely. Players to look out for in this one are definitely Roydo and Lexi. Both are incredible at Hidden, especially low AR Hidden. So curious to see. Well, Philippines, they should feel relatively confident on this being this as their first pick. But then again, Team United States, well, these guys have so much experience. They've been playing for years. They have been finishing top 3 for the past 4 or 5 years, I believe. Second last year, second year before. They're trying to get their first actual victory this year. And they're going to try to start it off on Hidden 2 here. Sekri, Lexi, Trent facing off Crowley, Bunnery, and Roydo. We're in for a banger, Maito. We're in for a banger.
Oh, absolutely. I'm really excited to be getting into this one and going to be starting it off here. Not too much of a chaotic opening for this point. No one dropping really early, which is nice to see. No... Oh, well, there's going to be Roydo dropping, however. As soon as I say that, sorry, a little bit of a curse there. So, early lead going over to the US, however, still lots of time for Philippines to make that back up for sure.
For sure. And the map gets really hard in the middle section. Trend going to be dropping off to 200. It's actually going to give Philippines the advantage right now. But Dom is actually coming from them as well. So, a couple of trades coming out here. And that's going to give Team United States the the advantage for sure. Double FC still on their end with Sekre and Lexi Crowley matching that, but his two teammates have fallen. And that's going to give Team United States quite a decent buffer. And actually, trade come up top. Crowley and Sekre going to be dropping, but no FCs left on Team United States. And Lexi still cruising with 300 combo and counting.
Yeah, no, there's another miss there from Lexi though, and Trent now the only one on the US side with a really sizable combo. Bunray and Roto both built up quite nicely there. Roto does drop though, which is kind of stopping Philippines' momentum, getting that lead back towards their side. Now Sekre is building back up again along with the rest of his team, but Lexi drops again. That is a huge miss on the sides of the United States, but I think, oh, there's another miss from Bunray though, and US are going to be able to maintain that lead. Oh, just misses all over the place now.
For sure, Trent and Crowley, I was going to say that, so Trent's going to be dropping Crowley, the only combo of 200, so combo advantage for Team Philippines, but the United States have done quite a lot of damage in the beginning section of this map. They have about 60,000 point buffer. Rodak will be dropping a nice combo as well. It's only Crowley, but that's countered by Lexi, and then Bunray countered by Sekre. Trent above Rodak right now, so combo advantage for Team United States, 60,000 points, reaching the end of this map already. Not that lengthy, to be fair. Crowley with a really solid showing right now, but he needs misses coming out from Team United States, and all three of them are buffed to a combo. And this ending section is not that hard, I would say, so I wouldn't say it already in the safe haven, but they're approaching it very soon.
Yeah, US just keeping on maintaining that combo. No signs of dropping right now. That's absolutely what the Philippines needed, and there we go. Crowley has now dropped that huge combo that it built up, and that is just going to seal the deal on this first point, and US are going to take it up 1-0.
Surprisingly so. I mean, 100,000 points in difference. Trent with the 3 miss, Lex with the 2 miss. But if you're looking at overall scores, Crowley, the MVP in the lobby, Bunray also trailing behind slightly, but not that much. But then again, Roido is 830,000 points coming out from Roido. It's a surprising score, and that has definitely hurt Team Philippines' overall score here. United States coming out of the, how do you say it, out of the gates blazing? I think that's not the saying, but you know what I mean, right? They're definitely
They
had a really great start here, and that's in 1-0 score lead for Team United States, not even on their own pick, right? So it's now them to pick next, trying to confirm this breakpoint. The Creeper stepping into the lobby immediately, so that's kind of looking forward to some double time or hard rock, I would say. I think double time 3 is like the United States map, right? Other maps, I think hard rock should also be very fine for them, so I'm curious to see where they want to take this.
Yeah, double time and hard rock probably the most viable options there, I guess, when you see them jumping in like that. But I guess we'll see. You never know. Could just be a switch up, kind of fitting the theme of the entire weekend so far. But yeah, good momentum early on from the US, getting that first breakpoint right off the bat. Nice to see. If you're a US fan, obviously not at all what the Philippines wanted, but hey, there's lots and lots of points to be had in this match, and it's 100% not over. An early momentum lead is only just the start, and you can definitely swing it back, which hopefully is what happens. You know, give everyone some great content for this match.
You know what the thing is as well, Maito? They ban Hidden, Philippines picks Hidden, and they win. They beat Philippines on that Hidden. That's kind of dominant. I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of a power move there. And we see
definitely.
We see Hardrock 1 getting picked there by Team United States. I would say some of them expected pick. Think Sekre the Creeper, very competent Hardrock players. Lexi as well, probably going to equip Hidden with it, as always. But yeah, it's kind of a power move in that regard. Like, yo guys, you want to? Well, we're gonna ban Hidden, and you're gonna pick Hidden, and we're gonna win on Hidden. So just so you know, I like it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, definitely showing off early. This United States team, and then, I mean, they have all the right to first seed, storming through the tournament, keeping on, just going through every single team with no signs of really slowing down at all. And now on this hard rock unpick, looking to just keep building on this early lead. Not too much cause for concern so far for Philippines, but they definitely will start to have to get a few, or at least a point on the board. You know, it's always nice to have that kind of be on the board.
Definitely. We see Marwin coming in for Crowley and the Creep for Trent, so the Hidden players are now gone. Marwin going to be choosing Hidden with their Hard Rock. Lexi, surprisingly so, not opting to do that. Might be map specific or other related reasons. Then again, I think Lexi's going to pull out a really solid score nonetheless. I mean, it's the first pick from the United States, so you expect them to be really, really good at this. So, well, yeah. I'm curious to see how Team Philippines is going to be performing on this. Roydo, Bunray, Marin, all three of them should definitely pull out some really nice scores as well. Marin pretty much a hidden hard trick one trick, you could say. Definitely known for the hidden hard trick. Second, we're going to be finding a drop for Team United States. Then again, this one is a marathon, 4 minutes 20 in length. Initial hiccups are not as detrimental as they could be on shorter maps, for sure.
Yeah, the shorter map's definitely going to catch you out more there, but on a map like this, much more room for error, I guess you could say, but every miss does count, and that early lead is going to be nice for the Philippines there. Still holding on to all of those FCs. Has dropped some AC, but obviously still in the lead here, and 2 FCs on the side of US. Sekre, just a little hiccup, as he said, has now built his combo back up and looking very confident as well.
For sure, and Marin going to be finding 2 missing concession there. Had some really low accuracy as well right now, 96%. That's going to be a huge difference maker for Team Philippines right now. Roydo still off the double S, but countered by Lex with double S as well. Marin finding consistent miss actually in this build-up section here, and that's going to give Team United States quite a buffer, actually 40,000 points in counting, because they're still out above 200 combo as well. Bunray and Roydo still into double FC, but then again, there's 2 FCs on Team United States, and also a really high supporting combo on Sekre, so definitely a much preferable start for the United States.
Yeah, that early miss from Sekre has not discarded, I guess, his momentum in this own pick so far right now. And there's another miss from Roydo, which is going to give the US an even further lead, just extending that bar further and further out. Looking really confident right now. The double FC and Sekre just keeping building that combo over again. Bunray trying their best, but does need the other supporting combos, as you mentioned before, and Roydo has built up a little bit here, but really needing to see some drops now from the US, because they have built up a pretty nice lead, around 80k points, and there's another miss from Marin there. Especially on a long map like this, it's a lot harder to kind of get that lead back up on your favor, and the US are looking really poised to take this point right now. I know we're only a bit more than halfway through, but they just look really dominant.
For sure, they have 3 combos before 1,000 right now. We're going to be finding another miss. It's only Bunray on Team Philippines, but there's nothing you can do. There's 3 combos above 1,200. Second going to be dropping finally, but damage has been done in that sense, and it's still adds close to 100,000 points in difference. The most difficult section of the map is coming up, and you could see a couple of drops coming out from Team USA, but then again, you could see them coming out from Team Philippines as well. So curious to see how these teams are going to be performing, but still double FC on Lexi and the Creeper, and also to see on Bunray. So 3 FCs in this map. Very solid showing on all 3 of those. Marin and finding another miss there. Definitely the one struggling the most on this pick. But then again, Roydo's also trailing behind Sekre, so even with an FC on Marin, they still would not be in the lead currently. And look at this. Okay, double FC coming out.
Oh, there's a miss from Lexi!
Yeah.
But Marin trades it. Dark Creeper now the only one on the side of the US with an FC, along with Bunray on the opposing side of the Philippines. This is actually getting a little bit tighter now. Marin has kind of consolidated that combo along with Roydo, and now it's the break. They get to see each other's scores, which is going to amplify the pressure even more. There's really not too much of the map left. Creeper versus Bunray right now, all the combos just trying to get up to support their team. The US is in the lead right now. The Philippines desperately need to consolidate, but that's a miss from Bunray. I think that might be it for the Philippines. I think US is going to be able to take this pick in a much narrower point than maybe you would have expected, but absolutely incredible performance right now from Dark Creeper, passing that 2,000 combo mark, not slowing down whatsoever, and just strolling all the way through, all to the end. The only FC left on the board, taking it home for his team, and another great performance from the USA.
2.93 million is just a solid team score. 11 minutes on Lexi and Sekre, but they were very in succession, you could say. So Bunray with a 3 miss, Roydo with a 7 miss, but Marin definitely the one being struggling the most on this pick for sure. But then again, there's not much you can do against a team that gets such a team score in the United States. And the Creeper, I believe, I'm not sure if anyone has FC'd Hardtook 1 this weekend. If so, it's only 1 or 2 people at most, but I don't think anyone has. So the Creeper definitely a very solid showing on this one for sure. Bunray 3 misses also in Team Philippines. Once again, Bunray was the best performing player last week, and it does seem that they have started on a similar note in this match for sure, given the first 2 points. But that's 2-0 for Team United States, Team Philippines to pick next. And they have to start thinking this through for sure. Do you want to risk hitting 1 after losing hitting 2? It's kind of risky, so perhaps you want to take on mixed mods. Not sure where Team Philippines wants to take this.
Yeah, there's definitely a few possibilities. Obviously, that hidden pick is open. I mean, I guess that is... You could probably say that's the most likely pick. US is just building that momentum more and more now, and Philippines needs to just find some sort of consolidation, just getting themselves on the board, so the US don't run away with this like they have through the entire tournament so far. And hidden, I guess you'd probably say that that's their best bet to try and do that right now, but hey, who knows, maybe they've been cooking up something else somewhere in some other mod pool that they're going to unleash onto the US and just take their first point, which is definitely what they need right now. And hey, there you go, no more to 4, so maybe not the most expected pick, but there we go, Bunray handing that down for the Philippines now.
Yeah, it's definitely taking it somewhere else. I think it's a good idea for Team Philippines. Hidden didn't work out, so I want to take it to the no mod pool. This is the convert. We see Russell jumping in immediately. I think that is expected to creep a sector. Probably going to be the other 2 there. Dunray, Kelzu, and Rusty actually. So Roy is going to be stepping out for this no mod 4. Surprisingly so, you could say. Past couple of years, Roydo has been the star player for Team Philippines, but definitely last week and this week, it feels like it has been Bunray, and Roydo has been kind of trailing behind on Bunray in that regard. But then again, we see Roydo stepping in for Rusty, or he's going to be Bunray playing in the end.
Yep, so another change up here on the side of Philippines. Kelzu coming in, and is that Rostald that's swapped in for the US here as well?
Yes. He's playing for Lexi, which is a bit of a surprise. But then again, Rostald's also a very competent convert player, right? So, yeah. We see Russell Kelzo making the first appearance now. Sekre on his 3rd map, same with Rodo and Bunray, the Creeper on his 2nd. The Creeper, just a small FYI, hasn't missed this map. Hasn't missed this match, rather, just saying. Still on for the FC everything. Might just have cursed it there, but
that's
it does
a good
seem like
point.
Yeah.
Oh, well, there's 2 FCs dropped already at the very start of the map. And another one from Bunray. Jeez, this opening is brutal for these players right now.
Definitely.
US is going to be taking a tiny little bit of a lead, I think. Rosald, and I think it Rosald, Creeper, and Rodo, the only ones with FCs left on the board here now. Very early stages of the map, and again, it's 3.5 minutes, so those early misses not going to be too influential in the point, but who knows, carrying on, they might have more of an effect than you might think.
Definitely, and there's a really rough section coming up with 3 left-rights in succession. Going from the left of the screen to the right of the screen. So curious to see if we're going to see people getting caught out of that, on those rather. And here it is, and actually everyone's... Oh, never mind, always going from Team Philippines. That's so huge for Team United States, though. 2 FCs left. Okay, Drossel 3-1, but then again, still an FC on the Creeper. Sekroid, pretty much an FC, right? So that's 2 for 1. Still Bunray matching Sekroid in that regard. But then again, once again, the United States been in the storyline for the entire match. As of yet, it's like Team United States just takes the lead in the beginning and they just do not give it up, and it seems like it's going to be one of those.
Oh, that's it!
Yeah, Sekiro, lucky miss as you say that there. So, kind of a frustration there I can see on Sekiri's screen. But then again, they still have the advantage though, and the Creeper still holding on to the FC. Not too sure. It's going to be getting quite relatively close, right? Everyone above 200 count for Team Philippines, but still the advantage United States, I do believe.
Yeah, Philippines really building up that combo now, and that miss from Sekre is tightening it up. That score bar is really not too far on the United States side. Any miss, especially that drop of an FC from Creeper, is going to happen, but Bunray trades it. However, I think it's going to be able possibly to swap it over to the Philippines because there's an absolutely huge miss. There's another double miss from the Team USA. I think it's going to swap over to the Philippines now. There is still time, of course.
Kelso and Roydo holding on, right? Russell as well, but it's getting close, but must miss from Roydo coming out from trading one of those, so it's still going to be a fast Team United States, but it's really, really close in this middle section there. A little bit of a slower section right now. We can assess the damage, and I think it's about 20,000 points Team United States, but give or take 1 miss, right? So And Kale's gonna be dropping in the slow section there. It's very unfortunate. Missing secondary trading though. That's positive for Team Philippines. We're also dropping as well actually. Bunbury and Creeper are matching, but Royal's combo is higher than the rest of the lobby in that regard. So still common advantage for Team Philippines, but I don't think it's enough for now. They still need another miss coming out for Team United States though.
That score bar is so close. Any miss from either side is either going to flip it directly over to the Philippines, and there it goes. Creeper misses the kills, who trades it right away. I think it's barely going to stay on the side of the USA. That's another miss from Kilzu. That is huge for the US right now. Just holding onto that lead, and another one. Unfortunately, it is going to now increase as Creeper starts to build up that combo yet again. And I think at the very end of the map, United States are just going to be holding on in one of the closest points in this entire match so far. Absolutely exhilarating performance from every player right there. But unfortunately for the Philippines, their Nomon forward pick has not succeeded, and the US yet again walk away with another break point for this match and just keep on building that momentum, building.
Yes, definitely. Kielzu definitely falling apart there in the ending sections. Russell with the MVP on the bottom left. Didn't really notice that really, but still solid performance coming from Ross for his first map. But yeah, Kielzu, 12 misses there in the ending section. Definitely throwing away a potential point for Team Philippines. And Team United States looking very good right now. 3-0 scoreline, their pick next. Probably looking at double time 3, double time 1, something like that. And yeah, it's looking very nice for Team United States.
Yeah, absolutely. And now then, having that pick to just consolidate their lead even further now, they are having all the confidence and going into this next pick. Not exactly sure what it's going to be. DT pool obviously is still completely open for them. Also having another hard rock if they want to continue on that performance. It was really nice for them earlier, or who knows, maybe they'll venture into the mixed mod pool as well. Lots of options for them right now, especially with how the previous points have gone and how much momentum they have right now. Lots of options for the US, and let's see what they think will be the best idea to keep that lead going.
Yes, definitely. It's going to be TT1 in fact, so they are going to be hopping into the double time pool. I mean, if you have the best double time player in the world on your team, then I think double time should be the way to go, right? Rockma map getting picked. It's AR 8.7, so, well, I mean, comfortable for all of these players for sure. But the thing is, the patterning is unconventional to some extent. It's the consistency pick, but it's not your average consistency pick, I would say. There's a lot of really weird wiggles. The map is quite repetitive though, so if you hit them in the first part of the map, you should definitely hit them in the second part as well. But the same goes the other way. If you miss in the first half, you're probably going to miss in the second half as well, because the patterns are pretty much the same. Some of them mirrored or a little bit different, but it's quite comparable. So curious to see how this team's going to be performing. We see Lexi going to come in for the double time together with Sekiro and the Creeper. We see Rusty actually coming in for his first map. I think Bunray might be the third on Team Philippines, so Roydo might be sitting out, or it could be Roydo and Bunray sitting out. Not too certain what they want to shoot, what they want to go for there.
Yeah, possibly. Yep, there you go, calling it. Roydo is going to be coming in here, and Bunray, I think, taking the first break during the entire match so far, if I'm not mistaken. So after 3 points, finally taking a little bit of a breather. This is a pretty important pick though. I mean, if they can get this breakpoint, it would definitely kind of shatter that lead and momentum that the US have been building up so far. So let's see what they can make with kind of this hopefully new and improved roster, breaking away from those fast three points. You know, you just got to forget about them. You just got to keep moving forward in the match and hoping just to get that breakpoint. On DT1 though, of course, US, an absolutely incredible DT team, especially picking DT1 here. They're going to be looking to just keep going with this lead that they have right now.
Definitely. As you mentioned, this is quite a crucial point for Team Philippines, I would say. Looking at a 4-0 scoreline, that's scary, right? It's first to 7. They're all over halfway already then, so yeah, crucial moment for Team Philippines. Again, it's the United States pick, right? Trades coming out from Lexi and Kelsu there on the bottom. Gonna keeps everything tight. But yeah, it's Team United's pick, so not an easy feat for Team Philippines. They are going to be taking the lead here in the beginning section after a small hiccup there from the American captain, Sekri on top there. Rodo and Russ still holding on to combo above 200. Same with the Creeper, still holding to double as even. So very solid showing from all players, really. Kale's going to be finding a miss, going to probably switch it over to Team United States, giving out Sekri's miss before 200 combo. But then again, this map is 3 minutes and 18 in length, 1,700 combo. Double miss coming from Team Philippines there is going to triple miss, actually. Team miss, yeah. That is not the start you want to have for your Team Philippines. The Creeper is kind to trade one of those, but Sekri and Lexi are holding on to combo 400 and counting.
Yeah, that combo for the US from those two players that you just mentioned is really, really good for them. Creeper also getting that combo back up right now. Just that teamish from Philippines has really put the US in a super favorable spot for them right now. And it is looking good for them. Obviously, this is quite a long pick, which means that those misses are going to have a little bit less of an impact if this was shorter. But right now, the US just looking so strong yet again. And during this really tough technical section, Killzoo, Roido, Rusty, all of them have dropped yet again. And Lexi and Creeper are just holding on for the US right now. Creeper does drop, but the lead that the US has built right now and is still building it's honestly too far right now, as the Philippines players just keep missing over and over again. I think honestly this point might just be done. I know it's only halfway through the map, but I really don't know if there's any way that the Philippines can come back right now, especially with Lexi with that over 1,000 combo FC right now.
Yeah, for sure. Lexi, definitely. You could say on the back of Lexi, but then again, look at the Creeper and Sekri scores. They're also really, really high right now. This Team Philippines getting completely outskilled on this double time one, at least in the beginning section, right? It's not over yet, but then again, 150,000 points to get the current second place finish from last year. Yeah, it's not an easy task to overcome, right? And especially Lexi, close to 1,300 combo right now, and just feeling oh so comfortable on this DT1. The Creeper probably on a 1 miss or a 2 miss. Same with Sekri. And yeah, the Philippines all have recovered quite nicely above 200 combo, but yeah, they need so many misses from Team United States, and they're kind of thinking that's pretty much hoping for a miracle right now.
Yeah, I mean, you're completely right. That is really all they can hope for, as all of the US players have now consolidated those misses earlier, building that combo back up, extending their lead if any drops come from the Philippines, and it's just too late. As you can see on the bar, it is so far in front. Sekri has dropped, but the Philippines need just a complete disaster from the US. Maybe a nationwide power outage just to save them or something, but it's not going to happen as another double miss comes down from the Philippines. Rusty, a really nice combo in the end, getting over 1,000, but it is just not enough to stop this absolute behemoth of a team that is the United States.
Yes, and we thought Lexi was a C, but they did have the initial hiccup there at the beginning, so that's unfortunate. But then again, 985k, that's just more than enough. And yeah, Philippines overall not bad scores, but then again, the United States scores are just so much higher, obviously, and they're really, really playing really, really well. So that's a 4-0 scoreline for Team United States. Philippines, yeah, they're to pick next, but what do you choose for, right? They have lost double time, Hardrock, Hidden, and Nomad. There's only mixed mod left, but dude, I mean, you're looking at a team probably with Sekri on Hardrock, Lexi on Hidden, and then Russell, Trenner, the Creeper on Nomad, and that just looks also scary as well. So, but then again, you probably have to risk it. I would say something like a mixed mod 2 is probably a decent pick for them. So, yeah, not an ideal situation for Team Philippines right now.
No, definitely not. The US are just so far ahead in just terms of the mental game as well. When you're down 4 points like this, you've been broken, the other team has consolidated both of their picks, and there you go, there's a timeout, which just might be allowing for them to just gather, just to calm down for a little bit and just to think this through, to think what they'll be able to pick in order just to somehow break what the US have been building through this entire match right now, because they need something desperately. The US, they just can't keep letting the US build like they have been right now, but honestly, who knows if there's really anything that can slow them down.
I like this though from Team Philippines. If you're losing in like 4 picks in a row, it kind of gets harder your mental, as you already mentioned, and then taking a timeout, taking a moment to reflect on what you've been doing, on what went wrong. I like this. I think this is a perfect moment for a timeout. But now they have to come up with something. They have to come up with a pick, and they have to absolutely win it. Losing a third breakpoint, then it's not looking bright. Well, it's not looking bright right now, but if they lose a third breakpoint, all light is out right now. They're pretty much in the dark room. So I'm curious to see where they want to take this. Once again, we've been saying it all the time, but I thought Hidden was a really good choice, but then it went for Team United States. I thought Nomad 4 is also a relatively good choice. I'm taking Mixed Mod 2 still, but then again, it's scary. Team United States is looking very, very scary, especially given their performance in like the quarterfinals against Team Finland. That wasn't all too well. You could say they underperformed just a little bit there, losing 3 points against Team Finland. Yeah, it's definitely a different Team United States, but probably the overall difficulty of the pool getting increased favors them in that regard. So
yeah, definitely I would have to agree. The skill cap of the United States is really high, and they're just able to keep putting out these incredible performances week after week on the increasingly difficult levels of the maps, but it's not showing any limitation of their skill at all. And yeah, I 100% agree right now. Philippines taking this time out, completely right. It's a perfect time just to think, what is there that we can possibly do that can slow down the US somehow, just kind of break their momentum just a tiny little bit to just give ourselves a little bit of hope. Being 4 love down, I mean, it's already a pretty dire situation, but just getting that first point, that's the first stepping stone towards taking it back, at least in some sort of aspect. Yeah, I mean, Hidden obviously is still available, that Hidden 1 pick, which they are strong on, so we could possibly be seeing that, but who knows, maybe they have another wild card like Nomad 4, which was also a really close... Oh, no, there we go. Hidden 1.
Yes,
that is going to be it.
You predicted it. They were listening. They were like, my savior, you're completely right, and if we lose this, it's all your fault. But yeah, you don't want getting picked.
What have I done? What have I done?
Quite a lot of pressure on your shoulders right now, but hey, then again, as we already mentioned, Team Philippines was one of the strongest teams in qualifiers Hidden, and this one, I mean, it's not an easy map, for sure. It's not an easy map. Your 8.8 still not on the high end either, but it's a little bit more fast-paced in comparison to Hidden 2. They're completely different, and it might favor Team Philippines just a bit more. So I do like this. I would have suggested as well, except for Mixed Mod 2. I think Mixed Mod 2 might have been a bit better, but we'll see. If they lose, it's all your fault, though. If they win, we both split the responsibility.
Yeah, okay, let's go with that. Let's go with that. That's, I think that's fair. I think that's fair. Yeah, I mean, obviously they still do have, if they lose this one, they still do have those other 2 points that maybe they can manifest something, but just the amount of pressure that you can be under right now. I mean, I guess the only kind of limitation to the pressure is that it's not the losers bracket, it is the winners bracket. They still do have another chance within this whole tournament, so they do have another chance to just regroup as a team in terms of the tournament and just keep powering through. And they've been doing this Philippines team, and just trying to think of some way. Obviously losing against the US, the number 1 seed, I mean, obviously your chances even going into the match are pretty limited.
For sure, and as you mentioned, it's only winners bracket, right? You still get a second chance next week. But then again, you want to prefer to be in a winner bracket to get that 2-match buffer. We see early drop coming out from Lexi and Sakura, actually, so this is looking good for Team Philippines in the beginning, right? Okay, my apologies, Bummer ends up missing there, but it should still be advantage Team Philippines. 2 for 1, even though some of those were a little bit earlier in the map. But Roydo and Rusty still holding on to the FCs. There are some very high accuracy drops on Rusty and Roydo. Also on Tremedy ends up missing as well. It's going to further rob that accuracy, and it's going to give Team Philippines quite a nice buffer, actually.
Yeah, this is a nice lead earlier on, and 2.5 minutes, it is a bit of a shorter map than we've seen in the previous few points, so those misses are going to start adding up and kind of building up, especially all these Philippines players Bunray consolidating that early miss. Roydo and Rusty, I think, is that both FCs? Oh no, Roydo has dropped there, so it's going to limit that lead a little bit for the Philippines, but still 2 really nice combos from Rusty and Bunray. And there's another miss from Trent. This is actually looking really promising right now as we hit the halfway point of the map. The Philippines have a great lead their lead is actually... Oh, that's a miss from Bunray there. That's not so good. But traded by Lexi.
And by Trent, actually. So 2 for 1. And Rusty, lone FC left in the entire lobby. Sekre trailing behind slightly. Royder got him finding miss there as well. But as you mentioned, the damage has been done. Rusty dropping the FC finally, though. Double miss coming out from Team Philippines. Traded once by Trent. Lexi and Sekre have combo. Royder's not above 200, so it's crawling back. But Trent is definitely struggling on this map quite a lot. Sekre doing empty again right now. What a performance coming out from the American captain. But 60,000 points. He needs Trent to hold on to combo. He needs hope for new misses. Philippines is approaching that mythical 200 combo mark. And yeah, that's about 60,000, 70,000 points still. So Team Philippines, definitely the beginning section of this map did quite a lot for them. Trent to be finding more consecutive misses. No trades coming out from Team Philippines. Oh, miss coming out from Team United States. Yes, Lexi dropping there.
That might be it.
That has to be it.
Is this going to be it? It is. This is going to be the first point for the Philippines. There we go. Lexi missing again. The scorebar just increasing. Trent is kind of falling apart here. An incredible performance from Sekre, finally dropping in the very last portion of the map. But there we go. An absolutely massive, momentous point for the Philippines right now. Really, really strong showing. Winning by almost 200,000 score.
Yeah, very
and
solid
just
showing.
Slashing the US's momentum in half right now, and that is exactly what they needed.
Yeah, 2 misses on Roydo and Rusty. Very solid showings as well. Bun rate above 900,000 points. And I mean, both have said it, right? Pick Hidden 1, it's going to work. So let's go, Maito. We did that. No, I'm just kidding. It's all you. It's all you.
Pressure
But
is
then again,
lifted.
4-1 scoreline. Then again, United States able to pick now, and Hidden Pool's exhausted. There's no more Hidden left, so that's also kind of a bummer for Team Philippines. But this is the first time we've seen the United States getting a little bit of a... kind of struggling on Hidden 1. So they did find a weakness there. You could potentially go for Mixmod 2 and Mixmod 3. Because they're also on the lower end, but then again, there's only one hidden player in those, and you should expect Lexi to do quite well on those. So we'll see where Team Philippines wants to take this after this hard trick pick coming out from Team United States. The club is not for you, and this map is not for you, and that is definitely not the case, because this map is beautiful, Maito. It's absolutely a banger.
Is it?
But yeah, it is. But if you're sight reading this, you're having a rough time. It's not an easy map to sight read. It's super unconventional. It's something I've never seen before, but it just works. And it's just really, really, really nice.
Okay, well, I am definitely excited to see it and seeing how these players will go. The US now, they've lost that point. Obviously, you have to think about the big picture. You're still up 4-1. You still have, I guess, most of the kind of, what's the word? I guess momentum is really the only thing that I could really say here. Up 4-1. They're still going really strong, and they're just using this point to be like, we've given away that hidden 1 point, but it's definitely not the end of the world. We're still up in a really big way, and just hoping to keep on going and consolidating and not letting that slow them down at all. They're a great team. They're really strong, and I'm sure that's not that hidden 1 point isn't going to let them down whatsoever as we get into this Hard Rock 3 pick.
Definitely. The only concern I have is Marin did not have a good time in Hard Rock 1. And in my opinion, Hard Rock 1 is a little bit easier or more conventional than Hard Rock 3, so I'm kind of hoping they do not fall apart on this one. On the other hand, the Creeper did FC Hard Rock 1, so expecting quite a good score on his side as well, making his reappearance in the lobby, always stepping out for Hidden, or most of the times rather. Did play some Hidden last year when the US needed him to do so, but most of the times he does not. In the beginning section of this map, Marin found a very early miss, but that definitely should not matter given the patterning of the rest of the map. I'd be surprised if no one else was going to miss.
Yeah, that definitely would be surprising, I guess, as you've described it, this map. I can see what you mean, and there we go, Sekre, the captain, going down, but Marin is going to be trading it, so the US are going to be able to maintain their lead, but not by a huge amount right now. Oh, that is going to be a bigger lead now with that miss coming in from Roydo on the sides of Philippines. However, Creeper and Lexi are both trading it, and hey, there is a lead for the Philippines. Bunray with a really nice combo right now, and Marin has actually built up. Oh no, but that's a miss coming from Bunray. Marin has been able to build up their combo a little bit, so oh no, I've just cursed it completely. It's going to go back over to the side of the US. Creeper has missed, but Lexi and Sekre have just built up their combo on the US side right now, and they're looking really strong as we get into this Kiai.
Yeah, more misses coming out from Bunray there on the bottom. No combos of 200 for Team Philippines. Marion finding another miss, and then just doing... Lexi has Sekre still on the combo right now. The Creeper also approaching 200 combo. Bunray finding another miss. Only Roydo above 200. That's not what you want for Team Philippines. It is such a brilliant start here, but already trailing behind 160,000 points. It just goes away so quickly. And Team United States, after those initial hiccups there, they seem oh so consistent on this actually. So very tall play coming out from everyone really.
Yeah, this is just an absolutely... I mean, there's not really any other way to put it. It's just completely domination from the US. Now over almost 200,000 score, no slowing down at all. All three of their players are just absolutely going to town on this map right now. There's another miss from Bunray. Lexi does fall, but just look at Sekre and Creeper absolutely killing it for that map, and a huge win. After that loss on Hidden 1, just immediately hit back. There we go, Hard Rock 3 completely dominated, and that is just immediately taking away any chance of momentum that the Philippines had and putting it right back where they feel that it belongs, and now up 5-1.
Yeah, it was kind of a bloodbath, right? The beginning looked so promising, but Marin especially definitely did struggle. But then again, Roydo and Bunray also just outclassed by all three American players. So you have very solid showing from Team United States. But then again, which is kind of a bummer for Team United States, but the heart pool's also depleted now. So we're going to be seeing some no mod, double time, and mixed mod now, which is going to change the dynamic of this match just a little bit. But then again, we saw double time 1 from Team United States. We're kind of thinking that double time 2 and 3 should go similar. As we can see already, Mixed Mod 2 is being picked by Team Philippines. So we are listening to me right now.
Hey.
Here. But
the pressure's on you now, Quint.
Yeah, I'm starting sweating actually. But I think this is a really good pick for Team Philippines. They can put Bunray on the Nomad or Rusty on the Nomad, then Roydo on the Hidden, and then, I don't know who plays harder. Killzu, probably, given how Killzu's in the lobby right now. On the other hand, I mean, for Team United States, quite clear. Sekre Harder, Lexi double tone, I'm saying Lexi Hidden, and the Creeper Nomad, as always.
Yeah, that is going to be the lineup for the US there. Not really any changes. Just that super strong trio, I guess, have just been performing week in, week out. Sorry, and yeah, that Hard Rock 3 performance. I mean, geez, that was pretty crazy, and just looking to consolidate that even further with yet another breakpoint, and then they would have their pick on match point, which would just be absolutely pressure to 100, even over 100 honestly for the Philippines for that, but hopefully they can do something with this Mixed Mod 2 point, kind of like what they did with Hidden 1, just get that second point on the board, which would be really nice to see from them. Has been a really nice performance from the Philippines during this map so far. They have really brought it up to the US in a lot of cases, but just throughout some of the maps and I guess in a few later stages of the maps have kind of fallen away. But let's see how they can go with this Mixed Mod 2.0. I hope that they can just build something from it.
Yes, for sure. Both teams drafting insanely strong rosters. But I think this is the perfect way to go. Then again, as you mentioned, losing this one is, yeah, it's going to get really, really hard. So definitely a do-or-die situation here for Team Philippines on Mixed Mod 2. Mad by Ken, and the song is absolutely a banger.
Okay, well, let's see what banger performances are going to erupt from this pick right now. Looks like we do nicely. Oh no, we actually don't quite have the players lined up for their mods, but that is okay. Oh, that's going to be a really irregular miss there from Rusty, unfortunately, on the side of Philippines. Oh, that's a double miss from the Philippines. Wow, that is way, way bigger. Huge team miss coming down right now. And compared to the US, that is already an absolutely massive lead for them.
Yes, Sekre fails to bring there on top, but as you already mentioned, this is just once again a triple miss. The team is coming out from Team Philippines, and USA is running away with it. Look at that score early; it's over 1,000 points already. Sekre, the Creeper rolling out to the FC. Lexi with the very early miss, the very hiccup there, but still for a combo. Roydo above 200 as well on the hidden, but then again, you can't need Lex to miss then, because he's still trailing behind one miss. Rusty going to be finding another miss on the Nomad, and yeah, it's looking a dire situation already for Team Philippines, only halfway into this map. 3 comments above 200 for Team United States, only 2 misses, 1 off 200 for Sekre and 1 at 20 for Lexi. So yeah, not much given by Team United States, but Team Philippines definitely not taking, well, definitely finding more misses than Team United States. And Lexi going to be finding a miss there, but still advanced Team United States by about 120,000 points. That's so much, definitely for such a short pick.
Yeah, really nice combo coming down here from Roydo, but there's another miss from Kelzu again, and just also from Sekre, but the Philippines need a lot more from that from the US right now. The bar is reducing a bit, but they're going to need a complete collapse from them right now. Maybe just a few blue screens of deaths or something on the side of the US in order to save this pick. I just really don't think that something like that is even going to have any possibility of happening. The US are not slowing down at all, and they're just going to be storming away with yet another completely dominant pick. Look at Dark Reaper's score, still holding on to the SS, just showing how strong of a team they really are, and I think this honestly may possibly be it as this point comes to the close of the Philippines. Now the US completely all the momentum on their side. Creeper pulling off that SS in an amazing performance. Roydo also a miss, only a single miss, which is really nice to see, but not enough to pull his team over the line. And yeah, as I was saying, US just every single bit of momentum is on their side right now, and it is their pick to end the match off.
Definitely. The thing is, look at Roydo versus Lexi. Roydo definitely beat Lexi by 50,000 points, but then Kelzu loses to Sekre 130,000 points. Rusty loses to Creeper 120,000 points. Yeah, there's not much you can do. Roydo definitely had a really solid show on this pick, but Kelzu and Rusty just not up to par in that insanely high standard that the United States has been pulling out for now. 6-1, their pick next. It screams double time 3 to me. Like, I'm not sure why they haven't gone for double time 3 just yet. They might go for double time 4, kind of like to show the weird gimmicky mag. That's also a possibility. I'm not 100% sure they're not going to go for Nomad. But yeah, Team United States have all the momentum, have all the possibilities. 6 match points for them. They're 6 match points. There's 1 point away of getting another podium. Yet again, we're kind of getting used to it by now, right? Two teams on the podium. It's going to be SK USA. And then the third one is like a battle royale between like 6 or 7 countries, right? United States, very solid showing today. Came out gun blazing. And there it is, double time 3. Only 1 minute 30 left between grand finals again for Team United States. And I'm mostly curious to see how the Creeper is going to be playing on this. I mean, anything but an FC would be a surprise. But then again, it's a tournament setting, right? Gonna try to not put too much pressure on the guy. But this is definitely his bread and butter.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I completely agree there. Super strong showing from him and just the entire US team yet again this week, and looking to finish it off in style with this double time 3 pick. Yeah, Philippines have put up a really good fight, but I'm not sure if they're going to be able to survive this absolute onslaught from the US right now, and just continuing on through the brackets, through everything, through the players, and this could be the last pick. Who knows? Philippines could pull something out of the bag right now and just take this DT3 pick. You never know. In the style of this weekend that has been, that I've said before, you really do never know. It could possibly happen as all of the players load in here right now, but I guess we can only see what the future will hold as we get into this possibly final point.
For sure, it has been the weekend of upsets, but given the standard from the United States, that is so unlikely. Double time 3 coming out, 1 minute 28. It's a sprint. You blink twice and the map is over. And he misses very costly. But then again, it's quite dense as well. So the combo, I think the total combo is above 1,000. So still plenty of combo to catch. But Roy's going to be finding him first miss there for Team Philippines. Marin and Kelju getting above 200. So very solid performance coming from those two, matching Lexi the Creeper and Sekre. But small advantage for Team United States.
get that early advantage, especially even a single miss like that is really, really crucial for any team that's looking to take this point right now. And there's another miss from Lexi though, which is also really important. Going to immediately, oh no, but that's a double miss on the side of the Philippines. And now with Sekre and Creeper still holding those two FCs, they are building that lead up and up and up for the US. And already there is not much time to go on this TV-sized song. Creeper now the only FC left with that miss from Sekre, but the Philippines need more. That is the miss from as well from Lexi. Actually, they are building up this combo right now, but Marin has dropped. They need more, as all of the players are just completely falling apart right now, except for Sekre. I don't think it is going to be able to happen. A little bit of hope there from the Philippines, but unfortunately they have just fallen apart here, and the US have built that combo back up and are going to end it out in style yet again with another really nice performance. Ending the map off, not dropping at all, and there we go, 7-2-1 for the USA. Incredible game and well played to both teams, but in the end, the United States have yet again proven to be too strong.
Dominance. There's only one word that describes this match: is pure dominance from Team United States. And they're going to be advancing in the winners bracket, and they're going to be facing off South Korea for probably like the 5th time in 5 years now. But the thing is as well, this USA team with this performance is probably the strongest we've ever seen from them. And SK, if I were on their team, I'd start getting a little worried for next week's matchup. Team United States kind of obliterating Team Philippines in this match, but it wasn't all that close in the end. Most of the picks won by more than 200,000 points. So yeah, Team United States, your winner once again on the screen. Sekre, Lexi, Colin, the Creeper, Rossel, and Trent. Very names we've heard so many times by now, but they still happen to amaze us with their performances. Very solid showing from the United States, and that is another top 3 finish. I mean, it's kind of a given by now, right? But you can't take it for given. Team Philippines dropping down to the loser bracket. Will be facing off Team Poland, I believe, next week in the finals. So,
yep.
Well, down to the last 6, Maito. CWC is coming to an end quite soon. It happens so fast every single year, man. It goes away so fast.
Yeah, I know it is. It just does really go so quick, but absolutely incredible matchup, as you were talking about before, with South Korea and the United States facing off. Just the history that they've built over the last couple of years is just absolutely incredible, and that face-off again, it's just going to be huge. I think a lot of people are going to be tuning in to see those two teams, seeds 1 and 2, facing off in the finals. Is just going to be absolutely incredible, and I am so excited to see who is going to come out on top for that match. But we have to say goodbye now, and thank you all very much for watching this match between the USA and the Philippines. Unfortunate for them, but of course they will still have another chance against Poland in the coming week to see who will go through for that one.
Definitely. We will be keeping the stream on for about half an hour, and then the map will showcase should probably be live at either 16:30 UTC or 17 UTC, depending on if we get everything ready. So be tuned to watch the finals. We're already at finals level, and those maps are going to be very hard, I've heard already. So definitely tune in there. I was Elscafe Quinton. I was accompanied by Maito, and well, it has been a pleasure. Take care, everyone. Have a great night, and we'll see you shortly.
Goodbye.